everybody, it's Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Thanks for being with me. My guests are here from all over. Everything's unscripted. That's right. I do not know what's coming. I don't know what objects you're going to show me, but I'm going to talk about what to look for, how to tell, and of course, appraise your objects too. Let's see what we've got and let's see who's here. Oh, can't see that. Oh my goodness, heart. How about this piece of glass? This glass, she's got a horse behind her and she's got a piece of glass. She might have to put it up a little bit higher so I can see it. Hi, what's your name?
Barbara.
Hi, what's your name? Barbara. Hi, Barbara. So Barbara, can you hold this up a little higher? Barbara might be having some technical issues. I'm not sure. Barbara, how did you acquire your trinket dish?
At an antique auction online.
So how much did you pay for it?
It was in a lot of crystal for $5.
Okay. So can you hold it up? And can you turn it so we can see the top of it? Go easy, be careful. Okay, you might have to take the lid off so I can see the top of the lid because I can't see much of the decoration. A lot of the value's in the decoration. So when you're looking at these pieces, I want you to have an understanding of what to look for. So the decoration is one of the things you have to look for. How incised or how deeply cut is the cut crystal. You also want to make sure that there's a lot of decoration, right? A lot of complexity of the geometric shapes, right? So that piece is not, of course, hinged. It just comes right off, right? The lid just comes right off of it, right?
Yes, it just comes right off.
Is it marked in any way? Does it have a cipher or a symbol? Does it have a name? Does it have any other kind of marking?
No other kind of marking.
Okay. And how big is it across? Looks like it's oval.
It's probably about 6 inches.
That's 6 inches across. Okay. All right. So, and you purchased it for a couple of bucks in an online auction. Did they describe it as American Brilliant Cut Crystal?
No.
No. Okay. Value on your piece is American Brilliant Cut Crystal and value on it $45. It's a nice piece. It dates to about 1950. So it's a little later than what we typically see of the American Brilliant Cut period because we see the American Brilliant Cut period in the early years of the 20th century. Yours is later, same style, same type. But again, purists like me would probably say, oh, but it's not in that period. But it's a nice piece. I like it. For your investment, you did pretty well. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep it for yourself? You're going to resell it?
Resell it.
Okay. So when you're going to resell it, make sure that the photographs are very, very good. Make sure that when you're reselling it, that you don't forget about marketing it to all of your social media channels. Friends and family first, I always say, because they typically will be better buyers for you. You know, your cousin's sister-in-law is usually somebody who will say, well, I know this person. They're a relation. I'm going to make sure that I pay the bill, you know, as opposed to just who knows who when you're looking at buyers. So don't forget about marketing them to your own social media as well. That's a nice piece. I like it. Where are you calling from today, Barbara?
Reno.
And tell me, I got a question of the day for you. Snowstorm or heat wave? Which do you prefer?
Definitely heat wave.
Definitely heat wave. We don't want the snow. Okay. Nice to see you, Barbara. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lori.
It's really my pleasure. It's really my pleasure. The specificity or the specifics of an object is what I want you to know about. Reselling tips I'm always going to give you because most of you are learning from me in reselling. I did video calls today and one of my video callers said to me, Dr. Lori, we are making money. We're making money because we're following the channel. I'm using the binge link. It's easy and it's organized. I hope you're using the binge link. The binge link is easy to find at drloriv.com. Go to the specials and shop page. It's a red button right at the top, red text right at the top of the website, and scroll down until you see the binge link. When you see it, what the binge link does is it allows you to binge all of the videos so you're not searching and hoping that they get served up. So you can actually see the binge link and you can use the most recent ones come in first. And I'd love to know, of course, what your answer to the question of the day is. You can put it in the comments. Don't forget to tell me where you're coming from. Baronet, Wisconsin is here a lot. So I'm very happy to see all of you from all over. And of course, my friends from all over the world are here. And I want to know where you're watching from too, where you're sharing from. I want to know where you're sharing the channel too. Hi, it's Dr. Lori. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what you've got. Okay. Let's pick something that a lot of people have. How about the miniature piece? It's an Asian piece. It looks like it's carved ivory, and it is actually a ball on top of a stand. Let's start with that. A lot of you look for ivory pieces. A lot of you look for pieces that, in fact, are Asian inspired. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name?
Barb.
Hi, Barb. Where are you calling from? Are you in Myrtle Beach?
Michigan. No,
I'd
I'd like to be in Myrtle Beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Michigan is good, though. Michigan's good. So tell me, how did you acquire this?
You know, I got it at an auction probably about 40 some years ago.
Okay. 40 some years ago?
Well, yeah.
Oh, don't break it. A couple of things about those. They're very, very common. Lots of people have them. They represent the miniaturization and the way in which Asian cultures can carve these beautiful Asian artisans can carve these beautiful miniature pieces. Yes, you've got a couple of them.
Yeah.
So the actual one that's the stand with the ball, all the way inside the ivory is actually carved out. It's really quite beautiful, and yours is in good condition. A lot of times they get broken because they are very fragile. And you think you paid a couple bucks for it at an auction?
Yeah, it wasn't much. It looks like, are these dragons? It looks like it's got eyes, maybe.
Typically, you're going to see any motif that relates to Asian culture. You might see peonies, you might see chrysanthemums, you might see plum blossoms, dragons, food dogs, all of those types of things. How much do you think you paid? A couple bucks?
You know, we got the whole lot. I got some ivory, some other pieces, and I think we paid like I got like a Buddha with jade. I think, you know, I don't know if it is, but
how much did you pay?
Like $20 for
all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So a couple bucks. I would say value on that piece is just about $25. They used to be into the hundreds, but then of course the market got flooded with them. In the early years of the 21st century, in the early 2000s, and we saw the values go down. Sometimes you see that with certain objects that come into the market over and over again. But a nice piece. Hey, and it's appropriate for you because you're in Michigan, but you've got a Myrtle Beach t-shirt on. Snowstorm or heat wave. I would rather see you have a Dr. Lori Says t-shirt on, but it's okay.
I'm getting that.
It's okay. Heat wave or snowstorm?
Heat wave.
Heat wave. Okay. Yeah. Good to see you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
My pleasure, Barb. My pleasure. So yeah, when you're looking at pieces like that, you want to look at the complexity, of course, of the miniaturization, what to look for. You'll notice that very, very small, and you'll see a lot of them, a lot of these in all different types. She also held up like what looked like a little clam shell that was also carved inside. Same type of thing. So I thank you all, and of course, appreciate your super chats and super stickers. It is one of the best ways for you to support the channel, and I appreciate it. So thank you. You can do those at any time. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. It's free. I'm giving back even more than just the videos here. It's free, of course. The newsletter will give you all kinds of information about special videos that you might have missed, information, of course, about specials that we are giving, of course, through the website at drloriv.com, all different types of things. So my guests are here from all over. Let's see what they've got. So it looks like a pair of earrings. Looks like there's also a purse. It looks like somebody has a Dr. Lori Says t-shirt on. I appreciate that. That's a way to support the channel too, and I appreciate that. Glass pitcher, a brooch. Let's go with the glass pitcher. And then maybe we'll look at pocketbooks. Hi.
Hey, Dr. Lori.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Looks like this is Don from Kentucky, Tennessee. Where are you?
Tennessee, you got it.
Oh, okay, I was close. So how are you doing?
I am doing well. Not
and
as
where's
much snow
Pat?
as you
She's
have.
not. Well, I'm sorry.
I don't have as much snow as you have.
We always have snow. Snow is like a thing, you know. Where's Pat? Your wife is Pat. She's usually in the back.
Yeah, she's hiding.
Oh, she's hiding. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope she's not hiding from me. Well, I love everybody. How did you acquire this, honey? I like this very much. A bulbous, beautiful pitcher with a nice clear glass handle. It looks like some enamel work, and the butterflies are nice on this piece of course, blown brown glass. I like this.
Yeah, we picked it up at an estate sale.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just took your advice, and if it looks like it's high quality, then for $5, I picked it up.
Well, yeah, if it looks like it's high quality, and here's how you can tell if it's high quality. So the light bulb goes off and you know you're right. Again, beautiful details on the enamel work or the painting, right? I
Yes.
also like the way in which the painting has a lot of form that relates to really Asian imagery, right? I also like the juxtaposition or the contrast between the darker glass, right? And then the handle, which is clear glass. I like that too. Can I see the underside?
Oh.
And then I'll go to where you were going. Thank you. The underside, of course, shows you that it's blown. You can see sort of the heat. And you say, what do you mean you can see the heat, Lori? Well, basically, you'll notice that you can see the way in which you have almost a ripple effect on the bottom, which oftentimes indicates the heat of the furnace. You were going to show me, Don, the inside, which is also important when you see, of course, the two-tone. So you can see the interior or the cased glass on the inside, and of course, the brown color, which is going to be the background for the painting on the exterior. It's a very, very nice piece. So for $5 you paid, is it 8 inches tall? Is it 10 inches tall?
It's 10 inches tall and 8 inches this way.
Okay, 8 inches across. Do you typically around the body, we would call it, do you typically, in fact, purchase glass, or do you purchase all different things? Do you just look for quality in general?
Look for quality in general. I like my prints and my paintings, but we do crystal and figurines if they're the right
Okay.
thing.
A couple of things that are going to be very, very good if you're thinking about reselling for this. First of all, the color, because brown is going to go with a lot of things. It is almost, I always call it almost a neutral. Black, white are usually the neutrals, but gray, black, white. Brown also comes into that category with some items. And then the color is beautiful. The painting is beautiful. And of course, birds, flowers, leaves, always attractive for any kind of interior decoration accessory. Value on that piece, easily $75. I like it a lot for, of course, your $5 investment. So 2 thumbs up on that one. All the values are based on actual sales records where similar pieces have sold, not a list price, not a hope, not a wish, not a dream, not someone who doesn't know what they're doing in the market, but actual sales records where similar pieces have sold. I like that one very, very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Question of the day for you. You ready?
Yes.
Snowstorm or heat wave?
An occasional snowstorm.
I like the snow too. I like a snowstorm. I don't mind a snowstorm. I don't even mind getting out the shovel once in a while. So it's not bad. Nice to see you. Thanks for being with me. Say hi to Pat.
I will. Thank you, Dr. Lori.
All right. Bye, darling. Yeah, that's a very nice piece. And for $5, that's it. If you look at it and it goes click, and the light bulb comes off and you think that's a good piece, I really like that, then, if it's a small investment, I want you to take advantage of it. I'm even going to show you in upcoming videos what you should buy, what you shouldn't pass by. So you will have actually a list to go by. Be easy for you to know, oh, Dr. Lori told me to pick this up. If I see it, I'm going to get it. Yeah, the reselling tips are also on my website, but my guests are right here. That's right. Okay. Let's take a look at that glass bowl. Let's take a look at that glass bowl. Is this Mary from Michigan?
It sure is.
Hey, Mary, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. So what have you got there?
It's a white crystal made in Italy. I
Wow.
just picked it up yesterday at Salvation Army.
Wow. Can you pick it up a little bit higher for me? And try not to rotate.
Okay.
Wow. I like that a lot. So is it marked clearly?
There's the first mark.
Take
That's
your
the one
time.
that says the white crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back, it says made in the way of the Murano people.
In the manner of the Murano?
Yeah, it's can't think of it. It's not manner, but it's a word like in the tradition.
Right. So anytime you see those types of things, you want to be aware of what you're dealing with. Okay. And I had a question, of course, today about the difference between attributed to or after, right? Or in the manner of, so all of those terms mean something a little bit different. So you want to learn those, and I'll talk more about those in another video. But for the most part, if you have something that's in the manner of or after or in the tradition of, that means It's not Murano. We can't say
Right.
it's Murano because we're going to get into trouble. That's what they're doing. They're protecting themselves, right? They're making sure of that. But they are showing you that it is made in Italy, and they are showing you who actually made it. It's in the Murano tradition for a couple of reasons. First of all, the two-tonality of the glass, right? So you've got clear glass, then you've got that nice sort of turquoise green glass. I might call it seafoam green. And you also see the shape that's very typical of the Italians, right? And the tradition of Murano, the great Venetian areas for glass blowing on one of the 117 islands around Venice, because it's comprised of islands, is what Venice actually is. How much did you pay for this? Did you say an estate sale or a thrift store?
It was Salvation Army. I paid $25 for it because I fell in love with it. I love the colors of it, the style.
Fell in
So-
love. You fell in love.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Be careful when you fall in love. You paid about 1/4 of its value. It's worth about $100.
Oh, not too bad.
Not
I
too
wasn't
bad.
really worried because I was thinking of keeping it anyway. So
Well, I do think it's quite nice. And here's what I like about it and what to look for. First of all, I like the fact that it has all of these biomorphic forms that are organic, and they look like they're naturally developed. Yeah. So they don't look very geometric, and they don't look like a machine. They don't look like they're all the same, like in a pattern. They look like they're sort of free flowing, which is something that is very typical of the tradition of the Murano glass blowers. They're able to control the pieces, but still make them look natural. The idea of having something that looks like it might come from the sea and using colors that relate to the sea is also indicative of Murano. So be aware of these colors. This is why Colors sells glass. Be aware of the colors when you're looking at those pieces. That piece worth about $100. I think it's very beautiful. For $25, you really can't go wrong. But unfortunately, it's not a $250 Murano piece.
yeah, I realized that as I was checking out. I'm going, hold it. That says in the tradition of.
But, at least it was there. Like, at least that was there, Rich wants to go to Italy. Rich, you got to go to Italy. You got to go to Amalfi and Rome and Florence and Verona. Italy's wonderful. Try to
Italy's
get there.
fabulous.
Fabulous. And the food is good, too.
Yes, very good. Especially pastries every single morning.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, a lot of food. Anyway, before you go, caprese salad in Capri, like nothing else. Storm or heat wave? The question of the day.
It was below 0 this morning. I'm going for the heat wave. Thank you.
You're cold. Nice
Yes,
to
I
see
am.
you. Beautiful
Good to see you
piece,
too.
very nice. And I like the fact that because you got that organic form, no chips, cracks, problems. I like it. I like
Nope,
the shape
beautiful
of it.
condition.
The size is very nice too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all about the color, and it's all about the numbers. Thank you, Mary. This number is number 203. Were you wondering what it means? Actually, there are 203 videos of my appearances every week, right? Every week I appear on CBS TV, and in fact on the CBS network, and there are 203 of those videos out there. If you haven't used the binge link, that's where you can find it. You can find those videos, which are chock full of information about art, antiques, and collectibles and values and what to look for on the binge link. 203 of those come from CBS TV when I appear, of course, on their network. So I hope you'll check those out. You can do it with the binge link. It's the easiest way to do it. What fun we're having. Cool stuff, great pieces. And yes, I appreciate, of course, super chats, super stickers, and sharing the channel. Share it on your social media. Share it with folks who love art and antiques. Share it with folks who don't. Share it with your friends who are downsizing. Share it with your friends who are thinking about cleaning out the basement. Share it with the kids, the 30-year-olds who say, I don't want anything. Share it with those folks so they can realize what valuable stuff really is. And speaking of ways that you can share and support the channel, the Dr. Lori says t-shirts, right? So, of course, I get compensation when you purchase a product or you purchase a t-shirt from the channel. And I'd like to start with that one. So someone's wearing that t-shirt in gray, and I want to look at the pin that she has. I think it's a pin.
Hi,
what's
Dr.
your-
Lori.
Hi, honey. What's your name?
Michelle
Hey,
from Eau
Michelle.
Claire, Wisconsin.
You're in Eau Claire. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Eau Claire is where there's a university in Eau Claire, isn't there?
Yep. University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire.
Yeah. Okay. So this piece is a nice piece. How did you acquire it? And thank you for buying the shirt. Was it easy to order?
Yeah, very easy. I just went on your website and it was linked, and I just selected the color and size, and it came to me in the mail. So
There
yeah.
you go. Well, I hope you like it, and I appreciate the support. Mugs are the same thing too. So tell me about this piece. How did you acquire it?
I got this brooch in a shopgoodwill.com jewelry grab bag I bought online in an auction.
Okay, how much was the whole grab bag?
Oh, I think I paid about $60 for like 12 pounds of jewelry.
Okay, so it's pounds, and then you get it, and then you have to go through it, right? You've
Yes.
seen me do the unboxing videos, right? They're a lot of fun. I hope you watch those. Get a
Yeah.
little closer for me. Okay. And is the piece marked? Because it really does look like a studio piece. It looks like a piece that is made by hand.
Yeah, it does. It has a signature on the back, but I can't make it out. It starts with it. There's an M initial and then some name.
Okay. All
Like
right.
it's like it's like cursively put in. It's not
Yeah,
a
so
stamp.
difficult sometimes to decipher. A couple of different things about studios pieces like this. Mixed media metals. So oftentimes base metals. So I don't see the 925. I see sort of an alpaca. It's silver looking, but it doesn't look like sterling silver. And usually that will be marked, of course, with 925 or the word sterling or such. You're also seeing, of course, the two-tone of the metal, right?
Mhm.
So that's something that people like to look at. And the other thing that I like about it is, of course, the difference with respect to the geometry. You've got sort of a swirl, and you've got a real kind of writing, sort of a script writing kind of feel to it. It's not just very geometric. It's not just very organic. It's kind of looks almost like one's hand. I think they're probably made by a studio. I think this piece is made by a studio or jeweler, right? And I think that this particular piece has a market value just about $30. So you paid much less than that for 12 pounds. You probably paid cents for it, right? Under a
Right.
dollar, probably.
Yeah.
Based on sales records. Now, if we can decipher who the artist is, then a lot of people say, oh, but Dr. Lori, so-and-so sells is his or her work for X amount of dollars. Yeah, I have to show you sales records. They can put a price on anything, right? So you have to be aware of sales records. It looks like it's pretty big.
It's about 2 3/4 inches across.
That's pretty big. I mean, that's a pretty good honking kind of brooch,
Yeah.
That isn't just some pin,
Right.
That's a pretty good sized piece. So you did pretty well with that. Was that the best thing that you got out of that bag?
It's been a bit since I opened that bag, so I'm not really certain
Okay.
what else was in there.
Okay. You're going to have to take a look because, you've seen right here on the channel, platinum and diamond, necklaces have come out of those kinds of bags and real pearls at a couple $1,000s. So I want you to look very hard through those bags, right?
Right. I'll keep looking.
Okay, honey. Before you go, snowstorm or heat wave?
Well, being in Wisconsin, I'll say snowstorm.
Okay. I'll be with you in the snow. We'll get out our
Okay.
mittens, right?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah. And thank you all for your support. I love to see the support. It helps, of course, support the staff too, because nothing happens without my great staff. Many of you have noticed that we've got, of course, some other things here in the studio. And of course, I'm very happy and proud to present those types of things in videos, not only awards, but also more videos for all of you. So don't forget the binge link, 203 of them from CBS Network when I appear there. A lot of you are saying, I've seen them all. No, you haven't. I want to make sure that you get all this information because this information is going to help you to succeed. And that's what I want you to do. My guests are here with all of their treasures. We've been hunting for treasure. Let's see what people have got. Let's see. We've got a doll. We've got a porcelain plate. Looks like we've got a beaded necklace. So that's a pendant, which might have earrings. I thought they were earrings. I can't tell if this is a sculpture on a base. Looks like it might be a sculpture on a base. Let's take a look at this doll.
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Tell me your name.
Michelle.
Michelle, did we just have a video call?
We did.
Okay.
It was
My
awesome.
memory is still here. Okay, that's good. So we were talking about lots of stuff in your video call?
Yep. We did 3 paintings for 3 pieces of artwork. And
Was it easy? I'm sorry, you go ahead.
For my investment of 25 for all three, you valued them today at 550. So I was really happy.
Very good. Based on actual sales records. Was it easy to book this video call? You just went to the website?
Super easy. Yes.
Okay. And you're able to see my calendar, and then you can just choose the date and time you want.
Yeah, it's really great. Easy to work in.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, and even on weekends. Video calls are easy for you to book, and you can do it if you're walking through a whole house. You got a whole house, an estate to settle. Maybe you're downsizing. You want to be fair to the kids. You don't want to give your son the $50,000 painting and your daughter the $50 card table. So tell me about this doll you got here.
All right. Well, it's a Pfaltzgraff doll.
Okay.
And she's never even been out of her hairnet.
So she's new. The Pfaltzgraff doll. Porcelain Pfaltzgraff is best known for, of course, the cookware. Most people recognize Pfaltzgraff cookware, but also they started to realize, well, we can get into the doll market because we're making the ceramic anyway, right? So This one looks like right out of the box. Beautiful. 18 inches tall?
18 inches, signed Vincent J. DiFilippo. And
Vincent J. DiFilippo, yes.
1990.
Right. So a couple of things about these dolls. First of all, size matters, right? It's got to be relatively large. You have the stand. I'm not crazy about the stands because they can damage the doll, but oftentimes the stands come with the dolls when they're in these boxes. It is nice for display. This one hasn't been touched, as you mentioned. It's got the hairnet on it and even has some bubble wrap around the feet, which protect, of course, the shoes, the original costume, and the original box. So value on it, just about $90 in terms of course, retail value. Probably sold originally somewhere around $150. So on, of course, the retail market today, in today's market, about $90. How much did you pay for it?
I paid 20.
Okay, so you paid 20. So that's a little bit high. It's a little bit high, but she's brand new. Brand new. What do I mean by that? She's not brand new. She's from the 1990s. But what she is she's a designer doll. She's handmade. She's hand designed and such. So that's what basically you're looking at. It's a nice piece and it's got the original box. So reselling it shouldn't be very difficult for you at about $90. Now, there are a lot of people out there who say, I saw them on eBay and they only sell for $20 on eBay. Yeah, guess what? You are not looking at the right place to resell these pieces if you think that only one place, only eBay, is the place you can resell pieces. People will say that all the time, thinking as if they understand what appraisers do or how we look at the market. And there are many other sites online and also groups that are actually collecting dolls like these offline that will pay you $90 for it. So don't get hooked into this. Oh, I only looked in one place and that's the market. That is not the way the market works. I want to show you how you can succeed so you can find the market where you can sell for top dollar. That's what we do here. What I like about this is the fact that it's ceramic. I like the costume. I like her hair. There's an abundance of hair. Doll collectors like hair. They like the wigs because there's money in the wig. Okay. That is a very, very big cost, that very beautiful wig. And also, of course, the fact that she, in fact, is in very good condition with the original box. So good for you at $20. Very nice. I like it.
Thank you.
Good. You had a good day, I guess.
It's been a great day.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
It's nicer because I got to see you twice.
Oh, you're a doll, aren't you a doll? So, Michelle, snowstorm or heat wave?
Snowstorm.
Yeah, we like the snow. You know why? I think we can all cozy up a little bit. So, heat waves are fun if you like. Well, I like to swim, so I don't mind a heat wave either. But, anyway, don't forget to use the binge link. Okay, Michelle?
All right. Thank you.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Look at all the cool stuff in that mash. All these different folks, all these different pieces. And remember, with dolls, people like to collect dolls. Dolls collectors are still out there in big numbers. They love dolls, very similar to, of course, figurine collectors who will come together and, in fact, collect pieces like that. So we like to see those too. So many cool things coming. Let's see what else is coming. Okay, so we've got a plate. We've got a work on paper, might be a print. We've got a sculpture. We've got a pair of earrings. Let's take a look at this pair of earrings. Looks like it might be carnelian set in silver. Let's
Yes.
take a look. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Autumn.
Hi, Autumn. Where are you calling from, hon?
I am calling from Plymouth, Massachusetts, Plymouth County.
Plymouth, Massachusetts. So, Autumn, honey, I saw a pendant, and then I also saw the earrings. Are they a set?
It was actually just the earrings. I just had it just one on here because.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I saw something
the back
in
as
my
well.
mind that wasn't really there, right, Autumn?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, honey. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. So, how did you acquire this? Tell me, how did you find the channel?
Just researching, I just came across it. Looking at, I can't even tell you what rabbit hole I was down at that particular time, but
Okay. Okay.
I found it and have been obsessed for months.
Oh, I'm so happy. I hope it's helpful and fun.
Yes, it has been so much fun and incredibly helpful.
Good. That's what I like. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you'll share it. How did you acquire these?
Mm-hmm.
I actually got these from shopgoodwill.com. I paid probably more than I normally, definitely more than I normally pay. It was about $30 after shipping.
What do you normally pay? What made you pay more?
Usually $10 is like my cutoff.
It's good.
But
It's good to have a budget. It's good to have a budget. $10 is your number. Okay. And then what
but-
made you buy? What made you say I'm going 3 times what I usually pay?
these were just really beautiful for one. They had the back of them was quite long, and I remembered seeing this on a chart for like different like dating antique jewelry.
Okay, a couple of things. Those elongated wires, when it comes all the way down, right? So
Yes.
actually you can almost see it, actually creates a nice look when you're looking straight on or when you're looking this way at an earring, okay? So oftentimes that indicates that those earrings date to the early 20th century. People
It
like,
does have a mark on it. It's hard to tell what the mark actually is, but
okay,
it is,
get a little closer where you are. And then I want
try
you
not
to,
focus.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get it to focus.
That's okay. And then I want you where you are right now to turn it and show us the front.
Let me go
There you go.
like this.
These are 1920s to 1940s carnelian earrings set in sterling silver. You need to get the sterling silver polish that I recommend from Dr. Lori's shopping page at the specials and
Yeah.
shop page. Yes, I get
Very
compensation when
dirty
you
at the
purchase
top.
something like that. But that silver polish is gonna shine those right up. When you do that, make sure you get the silver off of the carnelian. Okay, there's some carnelian right here on my table, not the brown one, but the red ones. And that's what you're looking at here. You're going to see those actually look almost translucent. All right. When you tend to look at those particular pieces, I like them a lot. For $30, they are definitely beautiful. For the pair is worth just $120. So 4 times more is what basically they're worth. So you did okay at $30, Autumn.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad. Will you wear them?
I have thought about it. I really like them.
I
They're
have
really
to. I
heavy, so
think
I'm
they
not
look
sure.
very good. They look very good with your eye color and the coloring of your skin, I think.
Thank you.
The other thing I would say is one of the other tips, when you had that off the card and if you looked, there was actually an area right there, which is how I could tell that they actually are probably marked 925 and they look 925. You'll notice that
On
there's
the
an
back?
area where the silver comes right through. You can see the silver right on it. I think actually now your hand is where the silver was.
Is it? Of
Yeah.
course.
And you know why? Because that's where it would go in your ear. So it doesn't get as much of the tarnishing because it's
Ah.
sitting inside where the piercing is in your
I
ear.
see. I see where you're.
But that
saying-
that long wire that goes all the way down tells you that it's an early 20th century piece. Good pick, kid. Good pick.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. And nice to see some of our regulars like Lori Disney and Mick Draper and Lori Mikos and all of you who are doing so much for the channel. I love to hear that the community is building and you're sharing. It's nice to see all of you. I try to shout out to all of you. Now, snowstorm or heat wave in Plymouth, Massachusetts. I'm guessing I know what you're going to say.
Well, I'm from the South, so I've lived through a lot of heat waves. And I'm currently in a blizzard. I think I'm going to say snowstorm, though.
Okay. Well, you know
I
that
much
you know
prefer-
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know both. Nice to meet you, Autumn. Thanks so much.
You too.
Congratulations, hon. Very good. Shopgoodwill.com. A lot of those places, right? Don't forget, I'm going to teach you, what do I buy at the thrift store? What do I buy on Shop Goodwill? What should I be doing? And how should I negotiate? A lot of tips on my blog. If you haven't signed up, of course, for the newsletter or gone to the website and read the blog, there's all kinds of information there. I put it there so you guys can read about it, so you can learn more and more about what to do, right? So many great things. And there's more great things to come. Let's see what they've got. My guests are here from here, near and far. We've got a pink sweater and a necklace. We've got what might be a, I don't know if it's a vase. It looks like a Capelli dancer. It might be a vase. It's a little too far close up. Then I've got a piece that could be a cameo, but it's very difficult to see. I think the light is not all that good in front of her. That's the problem there, maybe. So I guess I have to go with the necklace, the woman with the pink sweater and the necklace. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Gail.
Hi,
I'm from
Gail.
Indiana.
You're in Indiana? That's nice.
Yes.
So how did you acquire this? Thanks for watching.
I bought this a couple of years ago at a little small crowded antique store for $2.
Do you like the crowded antique stores where you can look through everything, where it's just like a mass of stuff?
Yeah,
like
it's kind
that?
of nice. It was kind of nice.
Kind of nice to have a lot to choose from, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you put that up again a little bit closer to your camera? Because you're kind of off. I can't really see it clear on. You're kind of on an angle, unfortunately. That's a little
There
bit
we
better.
go.
Oh, that's
Okay.
better. There it is. So we have these large bulbous discs, and then in between the discs, it looks like you've got some silver spacers and a nice lobster clasp.
Right. Now, it's marked 925 on the clasp.
Okay. It looks
And-
like sterling silver.
And I was, in my research, I think they might be rainbow obsidian.
You're off the camera, darling.
Yeah,
Right? Okay, now your angle.
there we
there
go.
it is.
Okay.
That's good. I do think that they are obsidian. Now, obsidian is a stone that we see a lot of. The discs are quite large, and there's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
there's
9,
18.
20. Yeah, okay, 18. So 18 of them, and it probably falls somewhere around 24 inches, which is just above the bust line. Right.
Well, it measures about 18 inches.
Oh, it only measures 18 inches
Yes,
from end to end?
yes.
Okay, all right. I would say value on the obsidian necklace easily $175, almost $200 on it. What did you pay?
$2.
$2. Wow,
Yeah.
good for you. You did very well, very well. A lot of times with the antique shops, you know, they're trying to get rid of inventory. Inventory sits a long time and the antique dealers just go, okay, I'm just getting rid of it. I was
Right.
talking to someone on a video call today who said to me, you know, Dr. Lori, I got a lot of this stuff from a estate sale person who does all these estate sales, very high end. When you go to the house, everything's very expensive. And then about 2 weeks later, he holds a yard sale and everything's $1 just to get rid of it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I thought it was, it felt quality to me, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't leave it for $2.
Well,
But,
sterling, if it
Do you
was
think
only,
it's handmade?
no, I do not think it's handmade.
Oh, really?
If it was only sterling silver, you're going to see it at $100. So just those little beads are going to be that. And yes, that was an awesome buy. Good for you.
Okay. And what year do you think it's from?
Oh, I think it's from the 1970s.
Oh, okay.
I think it's, well, I mean, that's 50 years already, but I think
Right.
it's from the 70s. To me, that's like yesterday.
Right.
Snowstorm or heat wave.
Snowstorm.
Snowstorm. That's right. We
I've
like
lived through plenty of them.
I bet you have, but Indiana's beautiful, whatever the season.
Yeah. Thank
Nice to
you.
see you.
So nice to talk to you. Thank you,
Nice
Dr.
to talk
Lori.
with you. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of fun in Indiana. Been there many, many, many times. Warm people. Warm people everywhere, though. Warm people everywhere. And thank you for being with me. I'm Dr. Lori. See you next time.